Good morning, third video. Today I have to do a few things. So I just checked up on the ad accounts for my clients. I have about 3 or 4 clients who are running ads right now. So I just checked up on those. Gonna continue monitoring those for the rest of the day. I have to film this along with 3 TikToks and post those. I think I have a call scheduled today. It's quite, it was like a sporadic call with kind of like a mentor kind of guy. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna get some advice on the actual ads that I'm running. The other thing is that I should probably do a little bit more outreach. I decided to kind of copy or take inspiration from a more viral video within my niche. So I'm gonna try and kind of copy that and replicate it and just overall take inspiration from it. We'll see how that goes, but other than that, that's pretty much on my agenda. And I kind of want to talk about something, dude. Like, if you're in this online make money space, you've probably seen the people talk about how, oh, your friends are going to hold you back. Your friends are going to, they're not going to get you and they're going to hold you back and they're going to halt progress. And I never really believed that at all. Like, I thought that was just bullshit. Like, why? Like, if I'm going to start a business, why would my friends not be supportive? Like, how they wouldn't even be my friends at all. Like, I don't know. And it's a little bit sad to see that it's kind of like a reality. I've been really busy just trying to make this shit work every single day, every single hour of the day. 'Cause it's really my life. And, I guess that I have not really stopped hanging out because I see them still like 2 to 3 times every week trying to make time for them. And they're still a little bit like, I guess, unhappy and kind of throw like little comments my way about it. And it's annoying too because I know that whenever I hang out with them, most of the time I'm like anxious to go hang out with them because of the fact that I have work to do and I know that this work is indicative of my future. And there'll be times where like I have shit to do, but I'm like, okay, I make the sacrifice and go hang out with my friends, and I basically leave mid-work with shit to do. But I know for a fact none of my friends would call out from their job on Monday morning to hang out with me. No one would ever do that. But like I do that. And it's things like that where it's a little bit annoying, just for the fact that like there is no appreciation. There is no I guess like they don't see that I do that and that they wouldn't do that. And it's a little bit like they don't respect kind of my hustle. The other thing too is that, friends and people talk about empathy and sympathy, especially, my friends, which is great, but I see a lack of it when it comes to me and what I do. So I don't really know what's going to happen. I just gonna keep standing my ground and make to deal with it because I'm very much a like get over it type of person. I don't think things are that serious. I also just don't think that things should be taken too far because everyone has their own life, and unless someone's out to actually hurt you or insult you, right, like pretty much have gross negligence towards you, I don't think it's anything that serious. And even if they do on accident, unless it's super negative, then I won't talk about it because no need to. But it's weird to see that become a reality. When I talk to them about my job, but this stuff, I talk about some benefits, which is basically that I get to kind of, decide my own hours. I get to, leave mid-work. I get to go hang out with the dogs, in the middle of work and shit like that. And they might have mistook that as there is nothing to do for me. I can just basically leave whatever and it'll have no negative side effect. But at the end of the day, like I still have work to do. It's just that if I really wanted to, I could. And I've done that multiple times, but they mistake that as like any time is okay. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I have no clue, but I just was super surprised to see that that might be like some sort of reality. I don't want to stop being friends with them because I've known them forever, like forever and ever since middle school. So we'll see, but like I said, I'm really just it's not a big deal kind of guy. So I'll just keep standing my ground when I need to, and hopefully they'll understand one day. Not too sure, but that's on the agenda for today. I need to do some more outreaching. I heard outreach is good because everyone's doing clothing brands. Because of Brez, I'm gonna say right here though, I feel like my original inspiration was Iman Gaji. Uh, I never really wanted to do, or I always wanted to do SMMA, but I didn't really understand how. Like, I really had no fucking clue what that even really meant. But now I do, and now I do, which is cool. I love drop shipping, you guys know that, but it's also a lot cooler to save a marketing agency than to say that you're a drop shipper. And I'm always as transparent as I can with what I do. So when my friends would ask me like what I do, or like what are you doing now, I would always say like, oh, I drop ship. I'm not gonna be like that guy who's like, oh, I do digital e-commerce. Oh, I make organic back marketing. Like I'm not gonna say all that. I'm gonna make it very simple so that everyone understands what I do, and I drop ship. Same thing for SMMA. When they ask me, I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm a back-end growth operator using AI website automations and fucking AI creatives to scale DTC brands across global markets. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say I run their social media marketing. That's pretty much it. I don't even know what I was talking about, but that's what I do. So I'm hoping that you're watching this thing, that it is possible. And I want to be a direct example of, anything is possible. Just because like no one in my family knows business. No one, like no investing, no stocks, no business, no, employee handling, anything. And through that I was able to, do some numbers on drop shipping and get this agency off the ground, even though it's like more freelancing stuff. So I promise it's available to you. You just really need to put in the work and make sure that you're actually thinking about it 24/7. I think that most people can agree who are in the space can say that when they wake up, they're thinking about it. When they're going to sleep, they're thinking about it. In the middle of the day, they're thinking about it. And that's me. Like there isn't a second that my mind is not on this at all. I think like last video when I talked about waking up anxious and that feeling going away once I work, it's just that important to me. But I've had a few losses in here. I have had a few, good wins in here. I'm still yet to make the big bucks. And honestly, 5 clients is not going to cut it, which is why I've been trying to do more TikToks and shit like that to generate some more inbound leads. But I can't say that I've been doing well with outreaching because that fucking temporary ban killed my shit. So today I'm going to get back to it, start outreaching some more, try and get people on a call, collect that upfront, get more retainers or commissions in there. Because I actually have some pretty decent results now. Like I've done actually quite well. And also too, it was like really not that hard to generate results. It's funny because people think that like to get your foot in the door with business or anything, you need to be this fucking Einstein. But I've actually seen many, many different types of caliber of people succeed in here. Like I know a guy who legitimately can't fucking spell for shit. Like cannot spell for shit. And he's, failed classes in high school and he's making more money than me. Like, if I ever talk about business or whatever this shit's called, you want to call it, right? And I say that it's easy, what I mean by that is that it's not intellectually challenging. It's not like you are, have a STEM major at a fucking top 5 university in the United States. Like, it's not intellectually challenging. The most challenging part is actually just doing the work because you have the freedom to fail. One of the things I want to say is that, true discipline is having the freedom to fail, but you don't allow it. So, here's a quick example. Waking up at 7 a.m. for your job, in my opinion, isn't really real discipline because you basically have to. Now, waking up at 7 a.m., knowing full well that you could legitimately go back to sleep and absolutely no one is going to say shit to you, but yet you do it anyway, that's what I would classify as discipline. Now, I think there are 2 different levels, right? I would classify the latter one as real discipline and the first one not really, but at the end of the day, right, it still takes discipline to just get up and get to work, all that stuff. So it's really a true test of how badly do you want it. you know, how much are you locked in? And so I'm hoping that I can, you know, prove to myself and other people that, you know, I can do it, especially to my parents too. Um, you know, I grew up kind of thinking that like my parents thought I was a fucking idiot. Um, and they probably still do a little bit. I still feel like that. You know, maybe if they heard that they'd say, no, we don't. Like that's so bad. But I don't know. I've always kind of felt like that. Like I was like a fucking idiot. So, you know, I do this for myself, but I feel like I also do this for like to prove a point, kind of. That's not my main driving reason, but that's what I'm hoping to achieve as a byproduct when I actually start making some good cash flow. But you know, my goal too is that I really want to get this going and then move with my girlfriend. Um, I don't know when that'll happen. I'm really hoping soon. I don't have the money for that, but I just praying to God like something can happen and my work pays off. Because truthfully, a lot of money would resolve a lot of my issues that I currently have. Um, that's pretty much it. I'll see you tomorrow. I should probably actually start vlogging instead of just walking around my room talking about it. But you know, I think that you should just start creating instead of consuming. So here I am creating instead of consuming.